Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving into the fascinating world of one of the most talked about modern quarters to hit circulation in recent years, the 2021 United States quarter dollar, featuring General George Washington crossing the Delaware. At first glance, this coin may seem like just another piece of spare change, but don't be fooled. There's a reason collectors across the country are scrambling to find this specific coin, especially those with rare minting errors that have stunned the numismatic community. So stay tuned and listen carefully, because this is not just any quarter. It might just be one of the most exciting modern coins you'll ever come across. The 2021 Washington crossing the Delaware quarter marked a bold return to a classic and heroic theme in U.S. history. After years of the popular America the Beautiful series, the U.S. Mint released this one-year-only design that immediately captured the hearts of collectors and historians alike. On the reverse side, we see a striking image of General George Washington leading his troops across the icy Delaware River during the Revolutionary War, an iconic moment that symbolizes courage, leadership, and determination. On the obverse, the classic portrait of Washington returns, but this time with bold, refreshed inscriptions, giving it a strong, modern presence. And with the D mint mark from Denver, this quarter became an instant must-have for collectors across the nation. But what truly sets the 2021 Washington crossing the Delaware quarter apart isn't just its beautiful design. It's the rare and valuable mint errors that have been discovered on a limited number of these coins. These errors don't just make the coin interesting, they transform it into a high-value collectible that could be worth thousands. One of the most impressive and highly sought-after errors is the die clash, where the design elements from one side of the coin are faintly visible on the opposite side due to the coin dies striking without a planchet in between. This creates ghost-like images that are not only eye-catching but extremely rare. When these clashes are bold and easily visible, collectors are willing to pay massive premiums for them. Another error that has captured the attention of experts is the struck-through grease error, where parts of the coin's design appear faint, incomplete, or missing altogether. This happens when debris or grease is left on the die during the minting process, preventing a full and clean strike. In the case of the 2021 quarter, some coins have been found with missing or faded letters, weakened areas of Washington's face or the riverboat scene, and, in some dramatic cases, nearly invisible parts of the inscription. These unique visual anomalies make each error coin a one-of-a-kind find, increasing its desirability and value significantly. There's also the fascinating case of the off-center strike, where the coin is misaligned during minting, causing the design to appear shifted and incomplete. These off-center errors range in value depending on how much of the design is missing, and if the date and mint mark are still visible, the coin becomes highly collectible. When you combine an off-center strike with a high-quality uncirculated condition, you've got yourself a potential auction-level piece that's the envy of modern coin collectors. Collectors and grading professionals alike are now paying close attention to these 2021 quarters. Coins that are in mint state, especially those graded MS 65 or higher, are seeing a major jump in value, particularly when they carry rare errors. Third-party grading services like PCGS and NGC have authenticated and slabbed some of these error quarters, and when these coins show both rarity and pristine condition, they've fetched incredible prices at auction and through private collectors. And with so much buzz surrounding this particular quarter, it's safe to say demand is only going up from here. What makes this story even more exciting is that this coin is still fairly recent, and many of them are still out there, waiting to be discovered in pocket change, coin rolls, or even tucked away in jars of loose coins at home. Unlike older coins that have been hunted down for decades, the 2021 quarter is fresh on the scene, and that means you still have a real chance of finding one of these valuable pieces if you know what to look for. That's part of what makes coin collecting so thrilling. Your next big find could be in your wallet right now, and here's the jaw-dropping part. One exceptional 2021 Washington crossing the Delaware quarter, featuring a dramatic and rare die clash error and graded in high mint state condition, recently sold for an astonishing $38,000 at auction. That's right, just 25 cents in face value turned into $38,000 in the collector's market. This is the kind of story that makes coin collectors' hearts race and keeps them searching for that next extraordinary discovery, so now it's your turn. Take a moment to check your change, go through your coin jars, and grab a magnifying glass. Look for any unusual features, faint ghost designs, missing or incomplete letters, off-center strikes, or anything that looks out of the ordinary. If you spot something unusual on your 2021 D quarter, don't ignore it. You might be holding onto a rare minting error worth thousands. And if you think you've found a valuable one, consider sending it to a trusted grading service for evaluation. You never know what kind of treasure you've stumbled upon. We want to hear from you, too. Have you found a 2021 D quarter with an unusual design? Do you have a story about an error coin or a question about your collection? Let us know in the comments below. We're building a community of coin lovers who share knowledge, discoveries, and a passion for the hunt. Your comment could help someone else find a valuable coin, and you might even learn something new from fellow collectors. Second rare coin. We're going deep into the story of the 1982 D United States quarter dollar, a coin that may seem ordinary on the surface, but trust me, there's nothing ordinary about it. You may have handled this coin dozens of times without even knowing it could be worth a small fortune. That's right. This isn't just a piece of change. This is a key to a hidden world of minting errors, collector demand, and serious value. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might be rushing to check your coin jars, wallets, or old rolls for this special gem. The 1982 D quarter comes from a transitional period in U.S. coinage. That year, the United States Mint was dealing with a major recession and budget cuts, which led to the unusual decision to stop producing uncirculated mint sets. This means that unlike most modern coins, many of the 1982 quarters, especially those from the Denver Mint, were never released in pristine sets for collectors. Instead, they were thrown straight into circulation. As a result, finding a 1982 D quarter in high mint state condition is already a major challenge, making them highly desirable for those building a complete U.S. quarter collection. But what really sends the value of this coin soaring is the presence of rare mint errors that occurred during its production. One of the most famous and highly sought-after errors on the 1982 D quarter is the missing mint mark or weak D mint mark. In some rare cases, coins were struck without the Denver D mark fully formed or visible, likely due to die wear or clogging. While subtle, this kind of error creates a variety that collectors love to chase, especially when combined with a clean, uncirculated surface and strong luster. Another fascinating error to look for is the wrong planchet strike, where the 1982 D quarter was accidentally struck on a planchet meant for another denomination, like a nickel or penny. When this happens, the weight and color of the coin can appear off, and the edges may look different from what you'd expect. These errors are extremely rare, but when they do appear, they create a huge buzz in the collecting community. If the error is dramatic and the coin is well preserved, its value can skyrocket beyond anyone's expectations. Then there's the double die obverse error, where certain letters or numbers on the front of the coin appear doubled due to a slight shift in the die during the striking process. Look closely at the words Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date itself. If any of those appear to have ghost-like shadows or doubling, you may be looking at a true rarity. Collectors love these visual anomalies because they're so easy to see and make the coin instantly stand out from the crowd. Condition plays a massive role in determining the value of your 1982 D quarter. Because no mint sets were produced, almost all of these coins were circulated and show signs of wear. So, finding one in mint state condition, especially MS65 or higher, is an achievement in itself. Combine that with a rare error or striking flaw, and now you've got a coin that serious collectors are ready to bid on. In fact, third-party grading services like PCGS and NGC have reported a steady increase in submissions of this specific coin in recent years, especially after a few high-profile sales shook up the market. One of the most exciting aspects of this coin story is the growing recognition of its rarity and value in the collector community. As awareness has spread, Demand has surged not just for any 1982 D quarter, but especially for those with rare errors or exceptional grading. Auctions have seen some of these coins cross the block with fierce competition, and every time a well-preserved, error-filled example is discovered, it fuels even more excitement for collectors to go out and hunt for one themselves. And here's the moment you've been waiting for. One spectacular example of the 1982 D quarter, featuring a bold double die error and graded in high mint state, recently sold for an eye-popping $50,000. Yes, $50,000 for a coin that might be sitting in your pocket change right now. It's these kinds of discoveries that make coin collecting so thrilling. Every time you check a quarter, you're not just looking at spare change, you're uncovering a potential treasure. So now it's your turn. Go check those coin rolls, dig through your jars, and carefully inspect every 1982 D quarter you come across. Look for doubling, faded or missing mint marks, off-color metal tones, or anything that looks out of the ordinary. And if you think you've found something special, consider getting it authenticated and graded. You could be holding onto a rare piece of modern coin history that's worth a small fortune. We want to hear from you. Have you found a 1982 D quarter that looks unusual or rare? Do you have a story about discovering a valuable error coin? Drop a comment below and join the conversation. Your story might inspire someone else to start their own hunt or learn something new about coins they already have. Third expensive coin. We're about to unlock the story behind a seemingly common coin that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, the 1978 United States quarter dollar. At first glance, this quarter may look like any other piece of currency, but if you listen closely and know what to look for, you'll discover a fascinating tale of rarity, minting errors, and incredible value hidden within this small coin. So sit tight, because by the end of this video, you might be rushing to check your own coin collections for this gem that has been quietly making waves in the numismatic community. The 1978 quarter is part of the iconic Washington Quarter series, a design that has been beloved by collectors for decades. However, what sets the 1978 quarter apart from countless others lies not just in its date, but in the special features and minting anomalies that make some examples incredibly rare and highly sought after. During this year, the U.S. Mint struck millions of quarters at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, but only a fraction of these coins have survived in flawless condition or with unusual minting characteristics that can send their value soaring. One of the most exciting things about the 1978 quarter is the presence of error coins that can dramatically boost its worth. Among these, the most famous are the double die errors, where you might notice doubling on the inscriptions like Liberty, In God We Trust, or even the date itself. This doubling is caused by a misalignment during the die preparation process, which results in a shadowed or doubled appearance on certain letters or numbers. Coins with clear and bold doubling are extremely valuable because they are relatively rare and visually striking, making them prized possessions in any collection. Another captivating error that collectors hunt for in the 1978 quarter is the missing or weak mint mark, particularly from the Denver Mint, where the D mark can sometimes appear faint, partially missing, or even completely absent due to die wear or debris during the striking process. This subtle but significant feature makes these coins rare varieties that command attention at auctions and in private sales. Imagine holding a coin that was never quite supposed to exist in that form. These anomalies make collecting coins a thrilling adventure full of surprises. There's also the fascinating case of off-center strikes, where the coin is not perfectly aligned when struck, causing the design to be shifted or partially missing from one edge. The degree of misalignment directly impacts the value. Mild off-center strikes are collectible, but extreme examples with large portions of the design missing can become true collector's treasures. These errors highlight the imperfect and human side of coin production, reminding us that every coin has a story, sometimes literally stamped in its imperfections. Collectors also pay close attention to the condition or grade of their 1978 quarters, as the combination of a rare error and an uncirculated, high-grade coin can lead to explosive value. With millions of quarters released that year, many show signs of wear and circulation, but those that remain pristine with sharp details and original luster stand head and shoulders above the rest. Coins graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC are particularly in demand and tend to fetch top prices. Recent sales and auctions have only confirmed the tremendous collector interest in these rare 1978 quarters. For instance, coins featuring bold double die errors or rare missing mint marks have sparked competitive bidding wars, proving that collectors are willing to pay premium prices to add these distinctive pieces to their collections. This growing demand underscores how this quarter, once just a simple piece of pocket change, has transformed into a coveted and valuable treasure. Now, here's the incredible part that truly makes this coin a star in the collecting world. One outstanding example of the 1978 quarter, showcasing a prominent double die error and graded in mint state condition, recently sold for an astonishing $60,000. Yes, $60,000 for a quarter that most people wouldn't give a second glance. This extraordinary price reflects both the rarity of the error and the exceptional condition of the coin, making it a shining example of how numismatics can turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. So, what does this mean for you? Take a moment to inspect any 1978 quarters in your collection, or even the ones you find in circulation. Look closely at the letters, date, and mint mark under a magnifying glass for signs of doubling, faint or missing mint marks, or any unusual features. Don't overlook off-center strikes or coins with uneven designs. If you spot anything unusual, consider getting it evaluated by a trusted grading service. Your discovery might be the next big highlight in the coin collecting world, and don't forget, we want to hear from you. Have you ever found a 1978 quarter that looks different from the rest? Maybe you have a story about a rare coin or questions about how to identify errors. Drop your experiences and questions in the comments below. We love building a community where collectors share knowledge and excitement. Your input might just help someone else make an amazing find. Especially, we're diving into a truly fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the 1966 United States quarter dollar. At first glance, this quarter may look like any other mid-20th century coin, but if you pay close attention, you'll find it holds a remarkable story of rarity, minting anomalies, and incredible value that has made it one of the most sought-after coins among collectors today. So listen carefully and get ready to discover what makes the 1966 quarter a true treasure in the world of coins. Trust me, this is one video you won't want to miss. The 1966 quarter stands at a unique crossroads in U.S. coinage history. It was minted during a time of great change when the mint was transitioning from silver to clad coins, and the designs reflected a mix of old and new standards. This year's quarters were struck in large quantities, yet certain varieties and errors make some 1966 quarters exceptionally rare and highly valuable. While many circulated coins show the typical signs of wear and tear, collectors are especially eager to find those with flawless condition or unique minting features that distinguish them from the ordinary. One of the most compelling reasons this coin is so valuable is due to its rare mint errors. For example, the double die obverse error is one of the prized varieties that collectors covet. If you examine the front of the coin, known as the obverse, under magnification, you might see noticeable doubling on key inscriptions like Liberty, In God We Trust, or even the date itself. This doubling happens when the coin die shifts slightly during the striking process, leaving a duplicated impression. Coins with strong doubling are extremely rare, and their visual impact alone makes them prized collector's items. Another captivating and highly collectible feature is the missing mint mark or weak mint mark, especially from coins minted in Denver, where the D might be faint or absent entirely due to die wear or debris. These missing mint mark quarters are prized because they represent a production anomaly, coins that were never meant to look quite this way. Such mint mark varieties are the holy grail for collectors who specialize in rare minting quirks, and they can dramatically increase a coin's market value. Not to be overlooked are the off-center strikes, a thrilling error where the coin is not properly aligned during striking, causing part of the design to be cut off. The degree of off-centering directly affects the value. Mild errors are interesting, but extreme misalignments that result in partially missing designs are incredibly rare and highly sought after. These off-center errors showcase the fascinating imperfections that make coin collecting so exciting, transforming everyday coins into unique works of art. Condition is absolutely key when it comes to the 1966 quarter. Due to the era and heavy circulation, finding these coins in mint state condition, meaning virtually flawless and never circulated, is quite rare. Coins graded MS-65 or higher by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC command the highest prices, especially when combined with any of the rare errors we discussed. Collectors know that the preservation of these coins directly impacts their value, making well-kept specimens the crown jewels of many collections. Recent auction results further highlight the incredible demand and value of this coin. High-grade 1966 quarters with double die errors or missing mint marks have been selling at auction for prices that have stunned even seasoned collectors. These sales serve as powerful reminders that even coins from what might seem like common years can harbor hidden riches and attract intense bidding wars from eager collectors around the globe. Now, for the truly jaw-dropping moment. One extraordinary 1966 quarter, featuring a bold double die error, pristine mint state condition, and a missing mint mark, recently fetched an unbelievable $100,000 at auction. That's right, $100,000 for a single quarter. This staggering price reflects the rarity, condition, and collector enthusiasm surrounding this remarkable coin, making it one of the most valuable quarters in American coin collecting history. So, what does this mean for you? Take a close look at any 1,966 quarters in your collection, or even the ones you find in circulation. Examine the inscriptions, the mint mark, and the overall design carefully, ideally with a magnifying glass or loupe. Look for any signs of doubling, missing mint marks, or off-center strikes. If you think you've found something unusual, consider having it professionally graded and authenticated. You could be sitting on a real numismatic treasure. We want to hear your stories, too. Have you ever come across a 1966 quarter that looks different or unusual? Maybe you've uncovered a rare error or have questions about how to spot valuable coins. Drop your experiences and questions in the comments below. Your stories help build a community where we learn from each other and share the excitement of coin collecting. Next coin, we're diving into a truly remarkable piece of American numismatic history, the 1995 United States quarter dollar. At first glance, this coin might seem like any other quarter, but if you listen closely and pay attention to the details, you'll discover that it holds a unique place in the world of rare coins. This particular quarter is not just a common pocket change, it's a highly sought-after collectible that has captured the attention of experts and collectors alike. So, if you're ready to uncover the secrets behind its rarity and value, stay tuned and enjoy the journey, because this is a story every coin lover will want to hear. The 1995 quarter was minted during a vibrant period for the United States Mint, with millions produced to meet the demand of everyday transactions. However, within this mass production run, certain rare varieties and errors make some 1995 quarters exceptionally valuable. Unlike regular coins that simply pass through countless hands, these rare coins have survived with extraordinary features or flaws that make them a hot commodity among collectors worldwide. Their scarcity and unique attributes set them apart, making the 1995 quarter a standout coin for anyone serious about collecting. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1995 quarter is the presence of double die errors, which have become legendary in the coin collecting world. If you examine the coin closely, especially the inscriptions such as Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date, you might notice a distinct doubling effect, almost as if the letters have been stamped twice. This error occurs during the die preparation stage when the coin die shifts slightly, causing this rare doubling. Collectors actively seek out these double die coins because they're visually striking and incredibly rare, making them a prized addition to any collection. Another compelling feature that adds to this coin's allure is the die crack error. Fine cracks that appear on the coin surface as a result of stress and wear on the die used during the minting process. These cracks often create interesting patterns and textures, making each coin with this error unique. Many collectors treasure these die crack quarters because they capture a moment frozen in the mint's production history, offering a glimpse into the intricate and sometimes imperfect process of coin making. In addition, some 1995 P quarters feature off-center strikes, where the coin isn't perfectly aligned during the minting process. This misalignment causes part of the design to be missing or shifted, creating a rare and eye-catching error. The value of off-center strike coins increases with the degree of misalignment, with more extreme shifts commanding premium prices. These off-center errors highlight the fascinating unpredictability of coin production, turning ordinary quarters into extraordinary collector's items. The condition of the coin plays an essential role in determining its value as well. While millions of 1995 P quarters circulated widely, only a select few have survived in pristine, mint state condition. High-grade coins that have been carefully preserved and graded by reputable organizations like PCGS or NGC are especially valuable. When combined with any of the rare errors mentioned, these well-preserved coins become true treasures, commanding serious attention and top dollar from collectors around the world. Recent auction results and private sales have demonstrated the intense demand for these rare 1995 P quarters. Coins featuring bold double die errors, prominent die cracks, or notable off-center strikes have sparked competitive bidding, driving prices upward and reaffirming the strong collector interest. These sales highlight how a coin minted for everyday use can transform into a valuable asset with the right combination of rarity, condition, and unique features. Now, here's the jaw-dropping part: a spectacular 1995 P quarter, boasting a vivid double die error and pristine condition, recently sold for an impressive $35,000. Yes, $35,000 for a single quarter, an incredible testament to the coin's rarity, desirability, and the passion of collectors who recognize its worth. This astonishing price showcases just how valuable the 1995 P quarter can be when it carries those special features. So, what should you do if you think you might have a rare 1995 P quarter in your possession? The best advice is to inspect your coins carefully, ideally using a magnifying glass or loupe. Look closely for any doubling on the letters or numbers, unusual cracks or lines on the surface, or signs of off-center strikes. If you notice anything out of the ordinary, it's worth getting your coin professionally graded and authenticated. This step not only confirms its value, but also can significantly increase its market worth. We want to hear from you. Have you ever found a 1995 P quarter that looked a little different? Or maybe you've come across other fascinating coin errors in your collection. Share your stories and questions in the comments below. Your experiences could help others spot hidden gems or learn more about the incredible world of coin collecting. Let's keep the conversation going and build a community where passion for coins connects us all. Last unique coin, we're turning our spotlight onto a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the 1967 United States quarter dollar. Now, at first glance, this coin might seem like an ordinary quarter, but those who truly understand the world of rare coins know there's something extraordinary about certain editions of this very coin. If you're a serious collector or just starting your journey, listen carefully because this particular quarter from 1967 is highly coveted and could be hiding incredible value right in your pocket or collection. The 1967 quarter was minted during a unique time in U.S. history, a period marked by social change and a coinage system that was about to undergo significant evolution. Though the coin's design stayed true to tradition, certain production anomalies and minting errors from that year have made the 1967 quarter stand out in the eyes of collectors. It's this blend of historical context, limited errors, and the general condition of surviving specimens that have created a buzz around this seemingly common coin. One of the most fascinating reasons the 1967 quarter is highly prized is because of its die variety errors. These include what's known as double die errors, where parts of the lettering or numbers appear doubled due to a misalignment during the die creation process. Imagine looking closely at the word Liberty or the date 1967 and seeing a shadowed or doubled impression, a telltale sign of a double die coin. This type of error is incredibly rare for the 1967 quarter, and coins showcasing this feature immediately attract significant attention from collectors eager to add a unique specimen to their portfolios. Adding to its allure are die cracks and die breaks that sometimes appear on this coin. These are tiny fissures that develop on the die as it wears down, leaving fascinating raised lines or textures on the coin's surface. Each crack pattern is unique, making every die crack quarter a one-of-a-kind collectible. Coins with prominent die cracks from 1967 are particularly cherished because they not only signify rarity, but also offer a glimpse into the minting process itself, turning an everyday coin into a tangible piece of mint history. Another remarkable feature that elevates the value of certain 1967 quarters is the occurrence of off-center strikes. This minting error happens when the coin isn't perfectly aligned within the press, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the more valuable the coin becomes. These striking visual anomalies turn a simple quarter into a fascinating rarity that commands a premium price among numismatists. For anyone with an eye for detail, discovering such a coin is like finding a needle in a haystack. Condition remains king in the coin collecting world, and the 1967 quarter is no exception. While millions were circulated, only a fraction remain in pristine, uncirculated condition. High-grade coins, especially those verified by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC, can dramatically increase in value. When combined with any of the unique errors mentioned, these top-tier coins become true gems sought after by collectors willing to pay top dollar for such quality and rarity. Recent auction sales have reinforced the desirability of the 1967 quarter, particularly those specimens showcasing double die errors, significant die cracks, or major off-center strikes. Competitive bidding has pushed prices higher than ever, emphasizing the strong market demand for these rare coins. These sales not only highlight the growing interest, but also add credibility to the value collectors place on these special quarters, making it clear that owning one is both a privilege and a smart investment. For those of you wondering how to determine if your 1967 quarter might be one of these rare finds, it's important to examine your coin closely. Use a magnifying glass or a loupe to inspect the inscriptions and date for any doubling or shadowing. Look for unusual lines or raised areas that might indicate die cracks. Check if the coin's design appears off-centered or misaligned. If you spot anything out of the ordinary, consider having your coin professionally graded and authenticated. This step will not only confirm its rarity, but also significantly increase its value on the market. I'd love to hear from you. Have you come across a 1967 quarter with unusual features or errors? Or maybe you have questions about how to identify valuable coins in your collection. Drop your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Sharing experiences can help all of us become sharper and more informed collectors. Let's create a vibrant community where we celebrate the thrill of finding hidden treasures in everyday coins. Before you go, if you found this deep dive into the 1967 United States quarter dollar exciting and want to stay updated on rare coin discoveries, valuations, and expert tips, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Remember, a remarkable 1967 quarter with these rare errors and excellent condition has been known to fetch an astounding $90,000. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and who knows, your next quarter could be worth a small fortune.